The Albright football team ventured on the road for the first time during the 2015 season on Saturday when it traveled to Williamsport to face Lycoming in a Middle Atlantic Conference game. Albright's defense came up with a big turnover in the first quarter when Kevin Mason forced a fumble on a second and goal play and Collie Boyce recovered for the Lions. Albright then drove 99 yards in 15 plays and chewed up 7:42 on the clock to take the lead. Wickheiser scored his first touchdown of the game from 12 yards out, putting Albright in front 7-0 with 13:25 to play in the second quarter. Following an exchange of punts, Albright extended its lead with an 8-play, 50-yard drive. Mike Knight found Wickheiser from 5 yards out to stretch the Lions' lead to 14-3 with 1:27 to play in the opening half. The Albright defense forced another turnover in the third quarter when linebacker Steve Barroso intercepted a pass at the Lycoming 40-yard line. The Lions offense capitalized by marching 31 yards in 2 plays, aided by a face mask penalty, to stretch the lead. Wickheiser scored from a yard out to push the Albright lead to 21-10 with 6:26 to play in the third quarter. The Lions took their next possession following a short Lycoming punt. Knight connected with Gerard Gaynor for 27 yards on first down, and Wickheiser punched it across from 6 yards out on the next play. Albright holder David Gavrilov took an errant snap on the extra point attempt and scooted into the end zone to give the Lions a 29-10 lead with 4:57 remaining in the third quarter. Senior All-American Daniel Sobolewski capped the scoring for the Lions as he connected on a 50-yard field goal with 8:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Albright will put its undefeated record on the line on October 3rd when it visits Misericordia in a Middle Atlantic Conference game at 1 p.m.
Once again, I'm very proud of this football team and the work that we've done and the results out here today. It's really just, it's a culmination of what's a great group of young men that has been working extremely hard since last spring and throughout the summer and through camp. And we're very mature this year. We have a lot of leadership, and I think that's how we're able to keep our heads clear and stay focused on the goal. And the goal isn't to win the game. The goal is to be better today than yesterday and be better tomorrow than we were today. And it takes some maturity for a team to stay focused on that and to just keep working to get better. And it's hard not to focus on the opponent, and this week I was a little concerned about that because, look, I've been here, before today, we were 2-6 against Lycoming in my tenure since I've been here. We beat them in 07, we beat them in 9, and that was it. And we've lost 5 in a row. And they're always, they're always one of the best coach teams in the conference. They're always one of the most fundamentally sound teams in the conference. And they're relentless. I mean, their guys fight and they don't quit, and that's been their personality really since Mike Clark took over there. And so this was a huge win for us. I mean, they're a little bit down this year, and they're young, and a little bit vulnerable in some positions, which they know about, and we could see that on film. But I didn't care about that. What I cared about was us coming to play and putting together 4 quarters of a total team effort. And I stressed that all week long. And but if you start making it about the opponent, then you start playing up or playing down to who you're playing, and you're not going to be a championship team if you do that. And so I thought we had a great week of practice, and I think the results showed up out here. Defensively, I mean, we were great today. I mean, defense bailed us out. I mean, we turned the ball over on the first play of the game, deep in our own end, and they stopped them. And then I think it was the next drive, they got down to the 1-yard line, and our defense forced a turnover. And then offensively, we responded tremendously. We went 99 yards on 16 plays for a touchdown, and that was a huge, I think, confidence builder, certainly for us offensively, and we did it with balance, running the ball and passing the ball, and Mike Knight was tremendous, getting himself out of trouble and extending plays and finding open receivers and making first downs, scrambling for first downs, and and he overcame that mistake at the start of the game, that interception he threw, and he settled down, and then the thing I was probably most pleased with in the second half was we really took control of the game. We didn't have control of the game at halftime. We had the lead, and 14-3, but you know, we gave up that long touchdown pass early in the third quarter to Umpleby. He made a great play. I mean, he just made a bunch of people miss, and but we didn't allow that momentum to extend. We kind of stole that momentum back on the next drive, and defensively we forced another turnover, interception, gave us a short field. We capitalized and scored very quickly on that drive. We got another short field on a punt return. We capitalized very quickly on that one. And so, we just took control of the game. And then our field goal unit, I mean, Dan Sobolewski is tremendous today. I mean, look, we had one blocked, which I don't know how that happened. I mean, it sickens me when we get a kick block like that. But there's a penalty on the play. We got a 15-yard penalty. We back up, and now he's got to line up to hit a 50-yarder after he just had one blocked. And we made it, and that's a huge example of overcoming mistakes and not carrying them around with you in your backpack, and you just got to set it down and line up and win the next play, and that's what we did. And I think there's some valuable lessons here, for us that we can learn from as a team, and to help us, have confidence moving forward as we have to face the rest of the conference.